Krishna, dear devotees. So today we are going to talk about our favorite topic, and that's chocolates. Well, this is a story about how Srila Prabhupada instructed his disciple about cocoa contained in chocolates and inspired that disciple to get higher taste. So the story begins like this. So Prabhupada, once he took under his care one small orphan boy, and among other services, this boy was given a service of buying vegetables from the market for Srila Prabhupada's kitchen. So one day, what happened was that this boy bought some chocolates, some Cadbury and 5-star chocolates that most of us have probably eaten, right? So similarly, this boy has also purchased some chocolates. Now this chocolate he purchased from the leftover money. Now instead of returning the money, he used this money. And what he did, he put those chocolates in his bead bag and he hid them. Now, upon seeing Prabhupada sitting in the visitor room, what he did, he quickly offered Dandavat Pranam. And as a result of it, as he laid down, some chocolate slipped out of his bead bag and it fell onto the floor. Now, Prabhupada waited for the boy to explain the entire incident by himself. And, getting ashamed at being caught stealing the money to buy the chocolates, the boy quickly unwrapped one of the chocolate, He's trying to now bribe who? None other than Srila Prabhupada. And for what? To get less scolding from him. What did Prabhupada do? Prabhupada didn't say that, no, don't offer me. What are you offering me? Instead, he took one bite and he frowned and he said, what is this you have given to me? Let's read the wrapper to see what it contains. Prabhupada loudly read out all the ingredients at the back of the wrapper. And he remarked, well, this contains cocoa in it. And then he looked at the boy and said, we don't eat cocoa. It has caffeine. We as in the Vaishnavas. They don't eat, anything that contains cocoa. Now seeing that the boy was, he was feeling deprived and he's sad, Prabhupada asked that, why do you feel like eating this chocolate? What do you like about it? Now this was an small innocent boy. And very innocently he replied that, Prabhupada, it is sweet and that is why I like it. And hearing this, Prabhupada asked this boy to accompany him to the kitchen. The boy washed all the vegetables he had bought, and meanwhile, Prabhupada personally made suji halwa for this boy. And without even offering that halwa, he gave the boy a serving of that halwa. And what is the taste of the spoonful of a pure love for Krishna? Probably some of us don't even know that. Now this boy is none other than Prabhupada's disciple, and he's one of the oldest Prabhupada disciples at Radha Rasbihari temple. And while I was reading this story, this Prabhuji mentioned that while he was writing about this story, tears just welled up in his eyes, and he said that this suji halwa was simply magical, and he has no words to explain that how it tasted. He said that even it was just made up of milk, some roasted suji, ghee, sugar, and of course little water, but no one can make anything like that. He said that he never tasted anything like that in his entire life. So what did Prabhupada do? Prabhupada not only ignored his stealing, but he has also corrected me. And that Prabhuji stated that Prabhupada is so perfect that he did not even chastise me. Rather, he just gave me a higher taste. So here I would want to make a point that spiritual life is based on love, which means service to one another. Through involvement, in fact, deep, intensive interaction, involvement in each other's life. Here, Prabhupada could have also chastised this boy. He could have also, punished him. Maybe he could have judged him, for being a neophyte, for being ignorant. But rather, what he did, he chose to give him a higher taste. Similarly, while we are beginning our spiritual journey, we come across, people judging us without even knowing our circumstances, without even knowing what actually we are going through. We should understand that we all are sadhaka bhaktas. Not even any one of us is a liberated soul. And on the other hand, I would also like to say that to be truly non-judgmental, we also need to stop judging those who judge us. Time and again, who judges. So we also need to make a change. So instead of blaming them for being so judgmental, we need to better understand their backgrounds. Maybe they grew up learning only in a black and white reality, right? Maybe even after growing up, they were never exposed to a wide variety of experiences, especially experiences that brought them face to face with the reality in its many shades. We as devotees need to motivate people, not judge them. We need to stop this fault finding, game. Oh, you ate this, you are getting up at this time, you're chanting these many rounds. No, we need to stop this. Just like Srila Prabhupada, we need to give them higher taste of Krishna consciousness instead of discussing their faults with each other. So if we respect Prabhupada, then we need to respect his Vani, his instructions, and follow his example. I hope this story has motivated all of you. At least it has motivated me. And the story has motivated you to motivate a new devotee, and maybe all together under the guidance of our spiritual master keep moving forward in our journey of Krishna consciousness. And also remember that Bhagavad Gita states that godly people are averse to fault finding. They don't like all this. And to become godly, we need to stop finding faults with everyone, even those who can't stop finding faults with you or with everyone. Hare Krishna.